Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you our software Scadlr. First, I'll be showing you the customer side, and then I'll be showing you the admin side. So let me share my screen. Okay. So this is the customer side of Scadlr. So this is for an art studio. So on your Scadlr instance, this Scadlr logo would become your logo. This is the calendar view of events. So these are all of the classes that you have set dates and times for. They can also be series. So if the class runs for 8 weeks, the class would show up every week for those 8 weeks. But this is a look into one of the classes when you click on it. So this is a series class, so it would show all of the dates in the series. There would be an image, the name of the class, the location, how many spots are available, a description, if there's any add-ons, like if it's a painting class and you offer small, medium, or large canvases, then customers can click that at checkout, whatever they prefer, and you could set different prices for those. Special instructions, and then they're able to purchase the ticket here. This would be a map of your location and your contact information. So this is the calendar view. There's a way to also do an upcoming view, which would show you 4 days of just in the upcoming week. You can also set it to a list view here or a gallery view as well. So you pick the default, and this is what your customers will see when they go to your Scadlr site. There's also a button right here for your customers to submit a private request form. So they would just fill out their information, what type of event they're looking for, and you will get an email, and then you can reach out to them to schedule that event. Experiences. So this would be for something like a birthday party, an open studio, a corporate cooking class. This is where you put in your availability, and then customers can go in and book accordingly. So there's not a set date or time, but they know when you're available, so they can see that on the calendar here. They can click the time, the duration. You can customize this to 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever your preference is. They select how many attendees. They can choose a theme as well. So if it's a corporate cooking class, themes could be sushi making, pasta making. If it's an art studio, themes could be for birthday parties, it could be arts and crafts, painting, stuff like that. So that's what that looks like. The products, very similar. Uh, Students can buy aprons, watercolor sets, whatever you offer through here. Looks very similar to the events. Memberships. So if you set it up this way, they can get a discount on events that they sign up for or early registration if you set it up that way in the back. So this is what the memberships look like. Gift cards. Students can also purchase gift cards through Scadlr and then contact us. They'd be able to fill this out and you get that information. Okay, so this is the admin side. So this is the dashboard. So any action items. So let's say you're hosting a birthday party and you charged a customer a deposit and they have to pay the rest of the amount for the birthday party. That would show up here, stuff like that. Anything that needs action, then you can go into their account and charge them for that. You'll see your revenue, orders, recently purchased, stuff like that. That would all be here. Events. This is where you're creating your events, events that you already have set dates and times. So I'll walk you through creating an event real quick. So you're going to go to add event. So you get to choose single, series, or custom. So custom would be if a customer inquired about an event, like they filled out that private event request form and you're creating an event just for them specifically. That's where you'd create a custom event. So I'm just going to show you how to create a single class for now. So you're going to go to single class. You can decide if you want to set a password for people to be able to purchase. If you want to make this event only for members, you can also toggle that there. this is where you set up photos. So I'm going to do a pottery making class, and you're going to save that. So I'm going to label this pottery making class. I'll do a existing location, Scadlr Art Studio, and I'll make this for next Thursday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Categories, I'll show you a little bit later on how to create all of these categories, but I'm going to click pottery. Description, you can put whatever you want here. I'm just going to say, come make pottery with us. For special instructions, put whatever you want here as well. I'm going to say, please arrive 15 minutes early. Save and continue. Then here you're going to set the number of tickets available. So I'm going to say there's 20 spots in this class. Registration forms, I'm going to say this is for children. Default waiver. Here you can create as many ticket types as you want. I'm just going to set this price to $50 for this class. This is where you can set where you want to start and stop accepting registrations here. These add-ons, none of these will be pertaining to the pottery class, but if I was doing something like a painting class, then that's where I can choose these here. Save and continue. This is where I set the staffing, so I'm just going to choose myself and publish event. Perfect. So now I'm going to go back to the art studio and I set this event for the 19th. So it shows up right here on your Scadlr calendar, just like that. So that's how to create an event. Very similarly with experiences, you're going to go through the same process, except when you go to set a time and date, right here on this calendar, this is where you're going to set your availability. So you're going to say, oh, the 18th, I'm free from, let's say, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. So you could set that availability there, and then customers can book anytime between 9 and 10 p.m. You can also copy if that time works the 27th as well. Copy it to the 27th, just like that. That's a big difference between events and experiences. Products are also super easy to create in Scadlr. Same with memberships, and same with gift cards. Super easy, and then you're able to see all the gift cards issued and the remaining balances here. The customers tab. This is where you can see all of your customers and you're able to log in as them. So if a customer has a problem and they call you and they don't know how to register for an event, you can go in and log in as them, and which is super helpful. Orders, this is where you'll see all the orders that come through. Staffing, you can see how many hours staff are scheduled to work that week, which is super helpful for payroll purposes. Reports, this is where you can pull reports to an Excel file. So if you want to pull a certain report on how many people bought this product, you can do that here. Same with events, stuff like that. Media, this is just where you're going to upload all of your photos before you add them onto events or experiences or products. And then settings, this is what you would set up first. So your general settings, this is where you add your categories here. Your default customer view would be here. So if you want to choose the calendar as a default, you'd choose that here, or a list or a gallery. This is the top menu. So if you don't offer memberships, you can select memberships and then update it there. And then memberships won't show up on top. This is where you update your preferences, basically. So when gift cards expire for you, your default refund policy, any disclaimers you have or order disclaimers, you can update those there. This is where you can add in your locations. This is promo codes, so you can create promo codes here. You'll give them a name and what they're called. themes. This is what I was saying with the birthday parties or the corporate cooking classes. Like if you have a sushi or pasta theme for that class, then you can put those all in here before you create the class, and then you can select those. Same thing with the add-ons. I was talking earlier about the canvases sizes, so that is where you put those in here. Form builder. So this is the default waiver that we give you. It's just very generic. You can cross out everywhere it says Scadlr and put in your company name, or you can put in your own. Registration forms. This is a great way to gather a ton of information from your customers. So you can create as many registration forms as you'd like, label them accordingly. So for this adult attendee registration form, if I wanted to collect, let's say, I'll edit it and I'll add another field. I can name it emergency contact. And then I'll select the field type. So I'll do short answer and then save. So this would just add this so when adults register for a class, you will get all of this information if you make it required. And then this is the private event request form, what I showed you guys earlier. You can customize it to ask whatever questions you'd like answers to. Users, this is just who has access to your Scadlr site. Email notifications, so this is first for the admin, when you will get email. So if you want to receive them daily at 7 a.m. of what needs attention. And then this is for your customer email notifications. So reminding them when their classes are coming up, you can set this to whatever you'd like as well. Analytics, we would connect this Scadlr site to your analytics, and so you can see all of that. Great stuff. And then Stripe, so we connect with Stripe so that you get paid automatically. So the first thing we would do if we were to set up your Scadlr instance is connect you to your Stripe. We charge a 5% processing fee through Scadlr, and Stripe charges a 2.8% fee, so which is why you see this 8% fee here, and you're able to absorb that as a business or pass it on to your customers to pay. So yeah, that was the demo of Scadlr. If you'd like to see a demo live or have questions, we'd love to set up a call with you to answer any questions you have. You can also email us at contact@scadlr.com. We're always available to answer any questions you have. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.